So this derivative is going to involve quite a few things. The derivative of the square root, and then also the chain rule, and also the quotient rule. So remember, for the derivative of the square root, it's best that you just automatically know the derivative of a square root is 1 over 2 times the square root. Then you don't have to bother with rewriting this as the half power, and then doing the power rule, and then simplifying. So to begin with, it's going to be the derivative of this square root will be 1 over 2 times that square root. Okay, now the chain rule. Now I need to take the derivative of the inside, which means that we get to do the quotient rule. So for the quotient rule, I know that the bottom has to be squared. And then for the top, you start with the derivative of the top is 1. And then leave x squared plus 1 alone. Next it goes minus, leave the x alone. And now take the derivative of x squared plus 1, which is a 2x. Okay, now we're done with the derivative. Now we need to do algebra to simplify this. So this is going to be one big fraction. On the bottom, there is this square root, which I'm going to break up into the square root of the top and the square root of the bottom. And then also in the denominator is this x squared plus 1 that got squared. Now for the numerator. So right here, there's negative 2x squared, and right there, there's a positive 1x squared. So that leaves behind negative x squared. And then there would be the 1 times 1, so then it's plus a 1. And then this needs to be simplified even more because this is a compound or a complex fraction. So you need to get rid of this little denominator right here. And the way that I'm going to do it is multiply by that denominator, the square root of x squared plus 1. But if you multiply the bottom, you need to also multiply the top. So then I think that's going to about do it. So the numerator has parentheses, negative x squared plus 1, and then it also has the square root of x squared plus 1. And then here, these are going to cancel, so the denominator has 2 and a square root of x, and also an x squared plus 1 is squared.